Everyone says that this is a bad thing. Yes, indeed, it is bad. But if we look in, but just like there is some good, even in bad people, there is a good aspect, good side to it, which most people are not aware of. So before you jump into conclusions, please listen to me carefully. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening.
Good evening.
It is known by different names in different places. Marijuana, weed, ganja. How many of you have thought about this drug at least once? I was very excited listening to the stories that my friends told me about this drug. They influence your brain. Marijuana has two components. The psychoactive THC, the pleasure component, which makes you high, and the therapeutic CBD, which can cure any incurable diseases. Yes, you heard me right. It can cure any incurable disease like cancer. Medical marijuana is a cultivated crop of this drug, marijuana. When two marijuanas of higher CBD level are bred together, we obtain this drug called medical marijuana. Since ancient times, it has been used as medicine in different parts of the world, like Europe, China, India. The therapeutic properties which medical marijuana has can cure different diseases, and it doesn't influence the brain at all. This medicine works only if a person is ill, and it doesn't work when a normal person takes it. A person can eat it with his food, or smoke it, or inject it directly to use this medicine. In US, there were thousands of scientifically proven journals which were published from 1840 regarding the benefits of this drug. But towards the end of the 20th century, we can see that it is banned in most parts of the world, without considering the medical value of this drug. Because it was banned because people started misusing it by smoking it and to get away from reality, and that was bad. Medical marijuana. Do you think there were better drugs that time? No, not at all. Medical marijuana was, I'll just present the statistics to you. The medical marijuana was suppressed. Thousands of patients would die if this drug was not in action. We take many other drugs which are addictive and have side effects, yet marijuana is banned. Had medical marijuana been given a chance, the history of the world would be different. My friend's mother, who died of cancer, would still be alive, and thousands of people who died with overdose of other drugs would still be alive. Let me tell you a short story about a beautiful little girl who was saved from marijuana. Charlotte Figi, who lived in Colorado, started having seizures from the time she was born. By the age of 3, she had 300 brain attacks per week. She took several different medications at the same time, but nothing really worked. Nothing worked. She was in a terrible, terrible condition. But medical marijuana was her savior. It calmed her brain, and the attacks were limited only to 2 or 3 per month. A neurologist, an American neurologist of Indian origin, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, traveled around the world in search of this drug and made a documentary called V. This documentary showed that this is one of the best drugs to cure Alzheimer's, diabetes, then epilepsy, and many more diseases. This drug he was a regular doctor who did not believe in marijuana but later became interested in it after doing a detailed research. In fact, there are 2 research centers and hospitals established in major parts of the world, like Spain and Israel, where patients are treated through this drug. But as you all know, in most parts of the world, including India, the authorities deny to make it legal and threaten anyone who disobeys it by prosecuting them. They destroyed all the research which was done earlier. One might ask why. They had huge investments in the existing medical sector. So in order to make money, they let people die. Can you imagine a world in which there are no sick people, no doctors, no hospitals? This could be reality with medical marijuana. It is better than any therapy as it outperforms 4-fold in any medical field, be it breast cancer or multiple sclerosis. The New York Times states that the most dangerous and addictive drug, marijuana, could cure the most dreadful diseases. When I watched the documentary, what struck my mind? Documentary V, what struck my mind? The world could have been very different. There have been so many instances where the whims and fancies of few people has decided the fate of the world. Remember the electrifying speech given by our Toastmaster Harsha, who spoke about the suppression of electric cars? This drug was also suppressed. Rosa Parks, the famous activist who defied racial discrimination, once quoted that, "Why do we all push around so much? The interests of majority have usually been affected by the idiosyncrasies of the minority on the altar of greater good." Maybe what we are doing today is scripted by somebody else. Maybe our goals, our dreams, our ambitions, our ideas are planted in our heads. But as long as we are free to think, we have a choice and we can make a difference by applying our knowledge and making an informed choice. Like our MC Toastmaster Samuel once said, "I have shared this information with you. What you do with it, it's up to you." Mr. Toastmaster.